Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad you're here this Thursday morning. Have a great show lined up. We've got some great guests here in the studio. You're going to get a kick out of them. But first, our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin Road and Highway 77. Run by and check out the various programs they have there. You really can benefit from what you can get done at Haney Technical Center. High today will be 84 degrees and low tonight 70. Our water temperature is hanging around 81 degrees. All right, let's go ahead and look at our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn Funeral Home and Cemetery. You can see it on your screen there. We're sort of getting into some neat tides. We have it right here on May 22nd. You're looking at a 1:06 a.m. Low tide and 10:02 a.m. the high tide. And the weekend tides don't look really strong. We'll see what the wind's going to do. We'll talk more about it tomorrow. But we're not. Last weekend was strong tides, and next weekend will be some strong tides. But right now, this weekend will be in those neap tides. Now let's take a look at our fish and game forecast brought to us by Mark Coward of Edgewater Beach Realty. The two times to be out this afternoon from 1:35 to 3:35. And this evening, if you want to go do some floundering, the best time to flounder would be 1:06 to 3:06 a.m. Okay? That takes care of our weather. We're going to go ahead and take our first break and be back with our special guest. Welcome back. This morning we're going to do some students. It's the last day of school for these students, and I didn't get a chance to get them all in, so I'm bringing them in this morning. So I want to welcome these first two, and I want you to introduce yourself to our viewers.
I'm Jenny Bennett. I go to Mosley, and I'm a senior, and today's our last day of high school.
Yeah, I'm Douglas Dick, a senior at Mosley as well, obviously, and happy to be here.
Okay, glad. These are two great kids, and ironically, they're paired up this morning. Got a couple more people coming on too. But we're talking about your granddad. A lot of folks out there will know your granddad. Tell them real quick who your granddad was.
My grandfather is Julian Bennett, and that's my dad's dad. And then my other grandfather is Adrian Rivard.
Okay, two men I knew well. Okay, and your granddad?
Yes, sir. My granddaddy is Douglas Dick. I'm named after him, obviously, on my dad's side. And then my other grandfather is Deck Hull, who had Hull Oil Company.
Okay, so y'all know a lot, and they really, we're really proud. I know they're proud of their grandkids and all. So. All right, Jenny, so we're going to start with you first. Now, you enjoy doing some outdoor stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Got a picture up here real quick. Tell us about you catching this big fish right here.
One day, me and some friends just went out on a boat, and kind of near my house, outside by the Hathaway Bridge. And I'm not really sure what kind of fish it was. I think it's a red. I think it's a redfish. I'm not sure.
Okay,
but
it is a redfish.
Yeah.
So you
did
good there.
That was really fun.
Okay, so good. And now tell us, what do you plan on doing? Well, first of all, what have you enjoyed at school? What are some of the things you've enjoyed?
I've just enjoyed the whole experience of high school. I've always been really involved in SGA and just try to stay involved in as many clubs as possible and going to football games and pep club and stuff. So it's really been a good experience. Yeah, I made a lot of friends and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Douglas, I know you like to get out paddleboard and all kind of stuff. Tell us what you enjoy doing outdoors.
Yes, sir. Outdoors, I mean, I love the beach, obviously. My group of friends, we love to go to the beach and just spend time out there and take out the paddle boards and, cook out, just have some all-American fun.
Okay, what about, let's talk about y'all's future now. What are you planning on doing in your future?
I'm going to Gulf Coast starting in the fall, and I'll be there probably for 2 years getting my associate's degree, and then hopefully I'll go off to maybe University of Florida or Florida State and get my bachelor's in social work, and then maybe get a job in a social work position. We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Douglas, you've had some good positions in school. What are some of the things you've done at Mosley?
Yes, sir. A couple things. I was president of Interact Club, which we sort of built a platform based around working with special needs children, which is something really special and dear to me. So I really enjoyed my time doing that. And one of my best friends, Ashley, is currently president, so I've sort of got to stay involved this year. That was last year that I was president. And I'm SGA vice president, so I'm all about the school spirit.
Yeah. These are two school leaders right here, and it's always been enjoyable watching them. And this year, our MAPS program named an award after you. That's quite an honor. We don't usually get awards named after a student, usually after a faculty member or somebody. But tell us about that award.
So I was given the Douglas Dick Service Award, which will be given every year. and it'll be called the Douglas Six Service Award, based off of my outstanding leadership and my devotion to the MAPS program and working with recruitment and everything, just making sure that everything goes smoothly during recruitment season, and for any events that we have, I'm always trying to help out. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Now, how have you, about your outdoor ed experience this year? Have y'all enjoyed your class in outdoor ed?
I've loved it, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's been really fun. I've learned a lot, like things that I didn't even know how to do, like fly fishing, and we're going to do camping coming up here, and I'm excited about that.
Are we going to do some
I think
camping?
the rest of the
Okay.
week he said that.
Okay.
And learning, well, we didn't really talk that much about hunting, but it's just been cool learning about it because my dad's a big hunter.
Yeah.
And so when you talk about it, I can just relate to
You can
that.
relate.
My dad's
Yeah.
less of a fisher and more of a hunter.
Okay.
So I've gotten more into that. It's cool.
Now, later on, when you finish college and all settle down, do you think you ought to do some outdoor stuff with y'all's families and all? What are some things you may be doing with your families later on in life?
Always I'll hunt with my dad. You know, he likes hunting.
Okay.
So, yeah, my grandfather has a cabin, and sometimes we go up there and hunt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Douglas, what do you think you'll be doing?
Hopefully I can get into fishing. Something this
Okay,
summer, too.
yeah,
I've been
been working
fishing a
on-
couple times,
Yeah.
but I've really enjoyed it. So.
I know, and this is things they get exposed to it and they get some experience in it. It's
Yes,
a lot
sir.
more fun.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have to wrap up this segment. Y'all got any closing words, anything y'all want to say? Just say hello to anybody? Or
Hi to my family, and I'm really happy to be on the show. It's been
Okay.
an awesome
Yeah,
experience.
thank you for having us, Coach. It's such an honor having you as a teacher all year, and you're an inspiration to all of our students. So.
Well, thank you, Douglas. You didn't have to say that. You're still going to get an A in class. I do appreciate that. Okay,
I
we're
hope so.
going to wrap up this segment with these two fine young people. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back to this segment. Now, you're not seeing double. These are our twins, Madison and Mackenzie. That's Madison. This is Mackenzie.
Yes.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks
for
for
having
having us.
And I love y'all's Panhandle Outdoor shirts. A new pink color.
Yes,
Love
representing.
them.
Very nice. Okay. All right, tell the folks a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Mackenzie Stream, and I go to Mosley, and I'm a senior.
I'm Madison Stream. I also go to Mosley, and I'm a senior too.
Okay. Now, we had you on video one time. I remember asking y'all, what's the hardest thing as twins? We had to, I think, plant sea oaks. And Madison, you said, what was it?
I said sharing.
Sharing.
That's the hardest.
That's funny. I always remember that. Okay, so today's last day of school and all. How do y'all feel?
Good.
Excited.
Ready
Sure.
to walk the stage.
Yeah.
Are you? Good.
Yes.
Well, tell us about your parents.
Well, my dad is Clark Stream, and he works at Vascular Associates, and my mom is Angel Stream, and she volunteers a lot at St. Andrew's Nursing Home. And she's just kind of stay-at-home mom, but she's a great mom.
Okay. All right. Now, let's look at some pictures real quick. This is, tell us about these pictures. This first one right here.
That is my first deer I shot on January 1st of this year from 200 yards away with a .243.
That's an amazing shot.
Yeah.
200 yards away.
Yes.
I know you hit a perfect shot, too. All right.
it's
Tell us
fun.
about these fish.
That was Madison and I's first deep sea fishing trip. Well, actually, I'm sorry, that was our second one. We didn't catch as many, but I think there's some redfish and stuff.
All right.
Good eating.
Next picture.
This is Jonathan and I. We went fishing with one of my dad's friends, and we caught a redfish.
Jonathan called that?
Yes, sir.
All right. That's a good picture there.
Yes.
And?
This is my horse I ride at Lazy Sea Ranch, and her name's Heidi.
So how long you been with horses?
Well, I've rode all my life, but this is
Cool.
actually my horse, so.
Okay. Who is this?
This is me. The first time I went hunting with my dad. In the woods, it's just very quiet, and it was freezing, and so I fell asleep.
All right. That's a good job there.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, so what are some of your favorite things in the outdoors?
Well, I personally love to hunt. I think it's very relaxing, and it's kind of addicting. I used to make fun of my dad because he used to say, "Oh, I just love to be hunting. I want to be out there all the time." I'm like, "Well, Dad, you just sit out there for like 3 hours and don't do anything because you don't understand." And then I went hunting, and then I killed something, and then I was like, "Okay,
Yeah, so you
this is
got
a
it.
lot of fun."
Very good.
I like to fish more than hunt. My mom actually loves to fish,
Yeah.
and she grew up fishing, and she knows how to like do this to get the worms out of the ground. And we've
Can
always,
she really?
yes.
We got to get a video of that.
Yeah.
Real quick, I want to talk about your volunteer service. Y'all impressed me one day. You were talking in class, and I didn't know y'all were doing this. And then I saw you one day. My mom's at a nursing home, and I saw y'all walk by and saw your mom and all. Tell us what y'all do.
We take care of this 90-year-old lady, and we kind of adopted her, and she's also at St. Andrew's Nursing Home. And before that, we've like volunteered, and actually a few Christmases ago, I went down and made some candy trains with Jonathan, and we volunteered to paint nails, and we just enjoy going to see the elderly. So.
You know, a lot of times our young people get such a bad rap and all, but we forget we have so many good kids. All these kids here do so many good things, and I was so impressed seeing y'all down there and all, because a nursing home, really, there's so many folks in there that really doesn't have any kind of ties with anyone else, really. And then when it was just heartwarming to see y'all doing that. It really was. I want to compliment y'all on doing it.
Thank you.
Okay, now tell us about your future plans.
Well, I think we pretty much want to do the same thing. Mass and I are going to go to Gulf Coast for 2 years to get our AA. And I don't know where Madison's transferring, but I would like to transfer to FSU for their nursing program. And then come back here after I finish that for FSU PC, because they're opening up the Gooding Institute, and I would like to become a nurse anesthetist.
Oh, cool.
So,
Good
yeah.
plan. Okay, and what about yours?
Same thing, Gulf Coast, and then transfer to FSU or UF, and then come back for the Gooding Institute to be a nurse anesthetist.
And what kind of work does your dad do?
He is a PA at Vascular Associates.
Okay, so y'all have a little bit of background in that.
Yes, sir.
We get internships and stuff.
Okay, so in the future, later on down the line, when y'all settle down and get married and have kids, what do you think about the outdoors being part of your lifestyle? What do you think you might do some things with your family?
Yes,
what are some things you
I
want
know I definitely want to take my kids camping and hunting, and I mean, if they don't want to hunt, they don't have to, but I'm going to hunt. And just involve them in outdoors, because it is really relaxing, and it's kind of God's creation, and I want them to enjoy it as much as I have growing up.
Okay.
Same thing. I just really hope my kids want to do outdoor activities, because they're a lot of fun, and you get to learn a lot of cool stuff about. Yeah. And being an outdoor ed, I've learned so much that I haven't. Yeah.
It's been a unique situation. Madison has had Coach Wilkie, my teaching partner in outdoor ed, and after lunch, and Mackenzie's had me. But we do the same. We teach the same thing. So I've learned quite a bit. What are some of your favorite things you've learned this year?
I love learning cast netting. I had no idea how to do that. I still have to go do it, but I told my dad I needed to buy a cast net.
Yeah, that'd be a good graduation present.
Yeah.
What are some of the things you enjoyed?
I really liked learning how to shoot a bow and cast netting too. I went cast netting with Jonathan, but I didn't do good.
Well, that's something you can always practice on too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, y'all want to say anything? I'd close up now. Y'all want to say anything special to your mom or dad or anything, or your classmates?
No.
You don't?
I love you, Mom and Dad.
Hi, family.
I know you love them. I've listened to you talk about them before.
Yes.
One other thing we do every Monday, we do our story stick on sharing outdoor activities.
Yes.
How do y'all enjoy that?
Well, I don't know. Do you do story
Yeah,
stick?
we do that too.
I love story stick, and Kareem always makes fun of me because I say I talk too long, but I always have a good story to tell. I do something outdoor almost every weekend, whether it's fishing or hunting or playing soccer or riding a horse.
Yeah. And that's the thing behind the story stick, is trying to encourage them to do outdoor stuff and then come back to school on Monday morning and share it, like show and tell back when you were in elementary school. So y'all have had some y'all done some good things this year.
Yes, sir.
And been able to take what you've taught us and go more outdoors.
Yes.
Well, immediately this summer, what are you going to do this summer now? Just for the summer, y'all going to work and all, or just?
Well, I do work, but I also will I'm going to start barrel racing with my horse.
Oh, good.
So I'll do that a lot, and then hopefully fish.
All right.
Summertime's a great time to fish.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Fishing and hopefully get a job. I've been working on that. So.
All right. Madison and Mackenzie Stream, two seniors will be graduating soon. The last day of school.
Yes, sir.
Thank God.
All right. Thank y'all for coming on.
Thank
you, Coach.
All right, folks, we'll take our final break and be right back. All right, welcome back to our final segment of Panhandle Outdoors, and now our next tune, I was just kidding off screen here, we're going from the beauties to the beast. But these are two fine young men from Mosley High School, so I'm going to let them introduce themselves, so go ahead.
My name is Alex Gentili. I'm a senior at Mosley High School, and I'm finishing school today.
That's right.
My name's Jonathan Dewell, and I'm also a senior at Mosley, and I'm also graduating today. Well, not really graduating. Today's our last day.
Wrapping it up today.
Wrapping it up.
All right, so tell us a little bit about your background, Alex. We'll start with you.
My parents are David and Sally Gentili. My mom works in the school board or at Bay District School Boards. And then my dad is a supported living coach for people with physical and mental disabilities.
Okay. All right, Jonathan?
My dad is Charles Doolan and my mom's Cynthia Doolan. My mom's a kindergarten teacher at Tommy Smith, and my dad's a physical therapist for the school system, and he works with special needs children.
All right. So these two guys really impressed me this year. They just their character and how well they behaved in class, and just the things they've contributed to the class. So tell us, what are some things you enjoy doing in the outdoors?
In the outdoors, well, most of my whole life has just been around the sports.
Yeah.
That's been the consistency of outdoors.
You played a lot of soccer, didn't you?
Soccer this year for the first time, senior year. When our friend Chase passed away, I tried to do it in honor of him and learned how much I actually love playing soccer.
Yeah.
But for the majority of my life, it was baseball since I was a kid growing up,
Yeah.
and then soccer this year. But then the occasional fishing trips every once in a while.
Okay, Jonathan?
Yeah, I was also growing up around the sports scene.
Yeah.
Football, basketball, baseball every year, alternating between those three. And every summer and in between those, my grandpa would always take us out fishing or do something outdoors. And fishing's always been a big part of my life with them.
You know, we talk about this. There's so much emphasis put on these sports now that a lot of times it's taken away from the opportunity to do some outdoor stuff, and you have to sort of get a balance in there.
Yeah.
I know you enjoy doing it. So what are some things y'all have enjoyed your senior year at Mosley? Alex?
I think just getting all those memories, spending with friends, and just learning all different things such as outdoor ed. Then you have to be in those classes that everybody loves, like math and science. But just the whole experience of high school and just growing memories with friends and teachers.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay, Jonathan?
Your class.
Well, I expected that. But so what are some other things you enjoyed?
Just making memories with all my friends and finishing it out with them, and finishing my last year of sports at Mosley as well.
Okay, I want both of y'all to talk a little bit about your girlfriends, okay? Yeah, I tricked them on this one. Jonathan, I'm going to start with you first. Who was?
Madison. She was just on here.
The one on the previous, y'all been going together a little while then, haven't you?
A little while.
That's good. I see them together a lot, a cute couple. And what about yours?
My girlfriend is Sarah Tolson. She's in my same period for outdoor ed.
Yeah.
And I guess that's kind of where we kind of.
Yeah, y'all both, two good couples there. Enjoyed, y'all just do a good, wholesome couple. I really enjoyed seeing y'all together. Now listen, what about this summer? What are y'all planning on doing this summer?
This summer, plan on just relaxing, maybe do a little more fishing before starting school at Gulf Coast, where through my church I'm going to start a college ministry through Gulf Coast with college students.
Okay, tell us a little bit about your church. What do you?
I'm a church intern at Emerald Coast Fellowship. I've been working the majority of the time with my youth pastor, just learning the different behind-the-scenes stuff that I don't think a lot of people think about. And then in the future, just doing different college ministry stuff. And then ultimate goal is being a head pastor of my own church.
Okay.
Somewhere.
Okay. All right, Jonathan, what about this summer? What do you?
I plan to do a lot more fishing now that I have time off. That and work, so that's what I plan on doing.
Okay, and what about your future? Where do you plan to go to school?
I plan on going to Gulf Coast and starting their nursing program this January, and then I plan on doing that for a couple years and then transferring to UF to get my DPT for physical therapy.
Oh, good. Now you're following your dad's footsteps then, so got some good background in that. I'll ask y'all the same questions I ask the other kids later on when y'all get married and have families. What are some outdoor things y'all want to do with your families?
I think fishing, definitely. That's what my childhood was like with my grandfather and my dad, both who were just casual fishermen, just loved doing it, and that's what I've learned. So I think just teaching, hopefully, my son how to fish and stuff.
That's cool. Jonathan?
It's probably the same for me because we live in just such a great place for any kind of fishing.
And I didn't ask you, the girls now, where do y'all want to settle down? In what part of the country? Where do y'all want to like to? Alex, what do you?
I think back here, I mean, there's just something about hometown values that people, I think some people don't realize, but I think a lot of people cherish is their hometown values.
Yeah, good point there. Jonathan?
Yeah, same for me. I've just lived here my entire life, and I've enjoyed it so much here. I just want my children to enjoy the same things I got to as a child.
Good answers, good answers. We need the Chamber of Commerce to take a copy of that. And, you guys did a good job there. Now, I talk about Alex. You well respected by your classmates. I can just tell right away, and that struck me when you first came in, how your classmates looked up to you. Same way with you, Jonathan. They get along so good and all, and you have such a potential in your life to help people and all. What are some other goals you want to try to accomplish?
My main goal I just see in my future is just to make sure people understand how much God loves them, how much that no matter what people do in their lives, no matter what the decisions they've made in their past, that the fact that there's someone that loves them, that even if they don't think there is, that there always is someone. So I think I just love spreading the word of God, and that's what I want to do with my life. So
we have our cookouts and all. We always ask the blessing and all. We had a recent cookout. I wouldn't let you ask the blessing this time, would I? Because he's such a natural that I had another kid do it. But that's really good to be respected like that. Jonathan, later on, like I say, if you become, go into colleges and all, you're going to run into all kind of different situations in college and all. How do you think you're going to react to a lot of these situations, hopefully?
I mean, I think I've reacted pretty good to most of the situations so far, so I'll just handle the way I've still been handling them.
And that's what I'm trying to bring out. These young people get exposed to a lot of things in their life that a lot of us didn't get exposed to growing up, and they handle it so well. I mean, they're not all perfect and all, but we have some great young people. I wanted them to come on the show, and so you can see what we have here. And I just want to compliment you on a great senior year.
Thank you.
Really,
Thank you. Yeah.
You really had a good job there. Any closing remarks? Now, I've got about 30, 40 seconds.
I just want to say hey to my grandparents who are avid show watchers. They watch it every morning and record it, so they loved it, they say. So I just want to say hey.
All right.
Yeah, I want to say hey to my family, too. I know you guys will be watching me.
Okay. All right, folks, we're going to wrap it up now. Tomorrow will be the Friday show. We'll be giving away some seafood from Tarpon Dock Seafood. And as always, we want to tell you how much we appreciate you watching Panhandle Outdoors. And you always do something good for someone today, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.